NARAL, or as it was originally called, the National Association for the Repeal of Abortion Laws, was established at the first National Conference on Abortion Laws in February of 1969 in Chicago, Illinois. The conference, sponsored by 21 organizations and attended by 350 people, included a planning session for NARAL and the report of NARAL's Pre-Formation Planning Committee. The conference was split between those favoring American Law Institute guidelines, which would permit abortion only in cases of rape or incest, or to preserve the life or health of the mother, and those led by Betty Friedan, favoring ad lib abortion rights at the discretion of the mother. These pro-choice advocates asserted that the woman should determine what was best for themselves in consultation with their physicians. The conference voted to adopt the pro-choice position. From this conference, NARAL's purpose was to recognize the basic human right of a woman to limit her own reproduction. NARAL is dedicated to the elimination of all laws and practices that will compel any woman to bear a child against her will. To that end, it proposes to initiate and coordinate political, social, and legal action of individuals and groups concerned with providing safe operations by qualified physicians for all women seeking them, regardless of economic status. NARAL's aim is to influence the post-Roe generation. Above all, NARAL is about choice. Being pro-choice means protecting women's access to safe, legal abortion. It also means working on ways to help reduce the need for abortion, like improving access to birth control. And it means supporting women who choose to carry their pregnancies to term. In order to do this, NARAL has an electoral focus in achieving its objectives, generally investing 100% of its campaign donations in pro-abortion Democratic political candidates. Its leadership, with advancing the changes needed to fully embrace the concept of diversity within our internal processes and our external programmatic efforts, and will affirmatively recruit, employ, promote, and retain a diverse group of individuals. This is the pro-abortion rights versus pro-life composition of Congress, rating legislators according to their voting records on abortion-related issues. NARAL also lobbies for pro-abortion legislation and maintains a pro-abortion media presence.
NARAL Ohio has been recently combating the heartbeat bill, a bill that would make Ohio's abortion laws the strictest in the nation and have already been approved by Ohio Senate, and was ultimately decided by Ohio Governor John Kasich. The reason why it's referred to as the heartbeat bill is because a heartbeat can be detected in an embryo at 6 weeks after fertilization. The proposition of this bill is to go in favor of the anti-abortion legislation in the United States, which makes abortions illegal as soon as the fetus heartbeat can be detected. The heartbeat bill was passed with 0 committee hearings. A drastic and complete abortion ban was adopted and passed by the Ohio legislature. The unconstitutional 6-week abortion ban, known as the heartbeat bill, would block access to safe and legal abortions before most women even know they're pregnant. That would be about 8 weeks after the first day of women's last menstrual cycle, another common way of tracking the start of pregnancy. The amendment has no exceptions in the bill for rape, incest, or protect the health of women, and would criminalize doctors who would perform abortions regardless of the reason. After the heartbeat bill was approved by Ohio Senate, there had been over 40,000 emails sent to John Kasich's office. There had been countless phone calls and protests outside. Kasich eventually said the heartbeat bill would have forbidden abortions for 6 weeks into pregnancy and was clearly unconstitutional under Supreme Court rulings and would have resulted in an expensive losing court battle. In Ohio, the current state law forbids all abortions after 24 weeks, while abortions between 20 and 24 weeks require medical findings that the fetus is not viable. Only 145 of nearly 21,000 abortions performed in Ohio last year occurred after 20 weeks. The new abortion regulations, which will take effect in now 84 days unless the court halts them, will be as such. It will be a 4th-degree felony for a physician to perform an abortion after 20 weeks of pregnancy when the fetus is viable. The crime is punishable by up to 18 months in prison, and a conviction would result into the loss of a physician's medical license. Law on abortion enacted in Ohio after September 1, 2016 include A woman must receive a state-directed counseling that includes information designed to discourage her from having an abortion and then wait 24 hours before the procedure is provided. Counseling must be provided in person and must take place before the waiting period begins, thereby necessitating 2 separate trips to the facility. Also, health plans that will be offered in the state's health exchange under the Affordable Care Act can only cover abortion in cases where a woman's life is endangered, rape, or incest. Abortion is covered in insurance policies for public employees only in these same specific cases of life endangerment, rape, or incest.
Looking towards the future, our political landscape is looking extremely bleak. As our president-elect has previously stated, there should be some sort of punishment for women who seek abortion if it were outlawed, to push their political agenda forward. The 20-week ban bill would be just the first step in making sure that abortion is outlawed completely. It is up to us to make sure that this does not happen.